Today we are going to share with you 10 ghost videos caught on camera. These mysterious ghost videos are quite creepy, but only you can decide if they are real or fake. Go full screen, sit back and get ready to be scared. A group of British teenagers are playing ball in the garden when one of the boys sees something strange in the window of the building and informs the others. The person holding the camera turns the camera in the direction indicated by the other and captures a white face watching them through the glass. This face continues to stare at the children for a few seconds and then disappears. The children wonder who has been spying on them all this time, so they tell the building management what they know. But the building management says that this is impossible. So they take the key to the room and go to look in the room together. But they find that the room is completely empty, so they never find out who is watching them. A YouTuber named Junkkitup goes to an old prison with his friends. They take a camera with them to film and upload the television series Ghost Hunter's Paradise. But there is something these young people don't know. That night they will actually record a real ghost. The YouTuber moves his camera towards his face and records a video. He passes by the glass of a prison door and continues the video. Then he is shocked as he starts to edit the video. It seems that this parody video has turned into a real video. We see a man looking through the glass. The man's face is also quite clearly showing that maybe this ghost wanted to get out of the place where he was locked up. In Sydney, Australia, there is a famous pub called Carlisle Castle Hotel. This pub is said to be haunted by the ghost of a former bar worker known as Pitt, who has passed away. According to the rumors, this ghost, who has not left his old job, has been captured 3 times by the cameras. In the first recording, a customer opens the refrigerator door to buy a drink, and Pitt buys 2 bottles of red wine. A careful look at the footage shows that it looks as if someone threw these 2 bottles on the floor. Another incident takes place when there are many customers in the bar. A glass of red wine on the bar suddenly breaks. Shards of glass scatter everywhere and everyone in the room sees it. Normally, it would look like a simple accident, but a closer look shows that the bartender didn't touch anything, and the glass suddenly broke. Quite strange, isn't it? In the third and final shot, we see Pitt himself. When the bar is empty, the ghost suddenly appears in front of the security camera. If you look carefully, you can see Pitt's head at the bottom of the image, and he is clearly waving. Many customers and almost every employee claim to have seen Pitt in that bar. Most people think of ghosts in hospitals, prisons, or homes, but there are haunted places you would never think of. This footage was captured in broad daylight in a very popular fast food restaurant. A shadow appears and starts to take human form, moving towards the table. When it reaches the chair, the shadow image turns into a blackish fog. At this point, an employee or customer appears, but immediately turns away. We cannot say for sure, but we are sure that if he saw this ghost, he was very scared. The ghost floats out of the window, indifferent to people, as if it wants to look at the world outside. A YouTuber named No Ghost claims to live in a haunted house and decides to record it on camera to prove it. It is midnight when he hears scratching noises. These scratching sounds then turn into running footsteps and loud banging noises. These sounds seem to come from different parts of the house. The next day, the television in his house starts to shake spontaneously, and the shaking becomes more and more violent, as if the bottom of the television is about to break. It is obvious that no one is behind the TV, and it seems unlikely that such a thing could be done with a rope. The YouTuber also adds a video showing the underside of the TV as it shakes. Creepy. A few days later, the same YouTuber posts another video of the refrigerator door opening and closing repeatedly in his kitchen. Ghosts don't always wait for the night to appear. The next image comes from a soccer match in Brazil. As the fans cheer for their team, a ghost moves very quickly through the crowd. Looking carefully, we can see that no one gives it any space. If it were a person, at least those sitting would move their legs or look up. The spectators did not notice this ghost, but the ghost could not escape the cameras. Two young girls are at home, and one of them dances while the other records it on camera. They watch the video until they see a creepy figure in the doorway. When they stop the video, we can see that this figure is a young girl. She seems to be flying through the air and curiously watching what these two girls are doing. The young girl in the video is shouting at something on the TV and scares the ghost away. The other girl follows the ghost with her camera. The ghost somehow disappears and looks at the girls from the top of the stairs. The frightened girls run out of the house screaming. Once outside, they turn around and look back at the house and realize that the girl is in the window. If you look carefully, you can see the ghost girl walking on the left side window. Suddenly, she disappears, and a few seconds later, she appears in the downstairs window. The girls run away screaming. This next footage seems to be of Oriental origin. A group of young people enter an old school and start to look around. After going up a few floors, they hear dogs behind the door and stop. Afraid of being attacked by stray dogs, they turn back and continue to look at the floors below. They joke and laugh as they walk down a long corridor. After entering through a door, they notice graffiti on the wall. This means that previous visitors have also come to this abandoned school. As the group grows quiet, they sense that something is wrong with the building. A YouTuber named Zabin wrote a translation of their conversation in the comments section of the original video, which we are sharing with you. At this point in the video, one of the young men says that his phone shuts itself off even though it is fully charged. Another person continues recording the video. The group enters an empty classroom, and immediately everyone gets goosebumps. Suddenly, a human figure appears in front of them and starts coming towards them. If you look carefully at the recording of the video, it appears that the ghost has no head. As the ghost walks towards the young people, a loud sound is heard, probably the call to prayer in the mosque. In 2008, a man notices that strange things are happening in his house. When he comes home from work, he often finds dogs hiding under his bed, afraid to come out. 45 minutes after this video, the dogs come out from under the bed, bark around for about 10 seconds, and then go back into hiding. The owner starts to hear loud banging noises coming from all over the house and naturally starts to look around. He decides it must be coming from the attic and goes upstairs with a camera. He sees that everything is a mess. Boxes upside down, clothes scattered everywhere. He leaves the camera recording and looks around for any clues. Suddenly, a large metal bucket next to the man spontaneously falls to the floor. Frightened, the host puts down his camera and walks away. Only a week later does he come back upstairs. After the man leaves, the camera continues to record for some time, capturing other spontaneously moving objects. Becoming quite paranoid, the landlord starts recording everything, and soon he starts to experience more paranormal phenomena. One day, the radio spontaneously interferes. Then someone or something opens the door to the attic. The door opens and closes by itself, and the radio then returns to normal. Just when you think everything is back to normal, the paper towel on the coffee table is thrown off the couch and the radio starts to sound distorted. The camera footage blurs, as if the ghost has caused an electrical problem. The dogs both look at the same place, as if they are chasing something. Anyway, the presence in that house never physically appears on camera.